coming up. What was supposed to be a wholesome, exciting stream took a sudden turn for the worse.
Get over here, I want to eat your soul.
How did you know that he was past the point of no return?
He describes around 50 different ways of chopping off penis.
I'm giving you a vasectomy live on stream. Can you describe to me what you saw that night?
We don't talk about Wednesday.
What was Xavier doing before the incident?
Just what Zaz always do. Messing around doing Zaz stuff.
It started out like any other stream. Xavier chatted for a bit, played around with some voice effects,
I'm a little like old lady.
and booted up Hollow Knight, a beloved Metroidvania-style game focused in a world of magic and humanoid bugs. At this point in time, Xavier had just logged under 14 hours into the game and had just defeated Dun Defender. The original plan was to continue exploring the Royal Waterways, but after Xavier acquired a new item... What's this? What do you do? Is that wings? This item would change the course of the stream and Xavier's channel forever. To get to the bottom of exactly what happened, I reached out to Xavier's viewers that were there during the incident. What is your experience with Hollow Knight?
I've beaten it like 5 times at 112%.
I'm a professional gamer with a degree in Hollow Knight. I have 100% completion in the game and have been a part of the Hollow Knight cult.
How would you describe Xavier's gaming skill?
Mediocre.
I can confirm with my Hollow Knight degree that he's a gamer with a lack of skill, but has been showing some improvements through his streams.
With the new wings in hand, he took the stag back home to explore the Crystal Peaks. What do you think triggered the breakdown?
The realization of his lack of skill and complete shutdown of his brain power. He fell into madness because he was unable to beat the easiest boss, which only had 2 moves, 3 if you count jumping, while receiving tips from a chat that consisted of Hollow Knight veterans while also getting roasted by an unknown individual called Apple.
Pure hatred after dying around 50 times.
He was getting impatient, which is something he shouldn't do.
With the return to Crystal Peaks, he was quickly seeing new areas that he had now had access to. One specific area stuck out in his mind. I probably do really need to explore the city, but I don't want to explore the city right now. I want to explore here. A place I've been wanting to double jump to for many sessions, because I feel like there's things here I get to see. Like, for example, this room that I am now locked in with this, the Enraged Guardian. Okay, I found a boss. Despite a failed first attempt, the boss was quickly identified as something easy to beat. The Enraged Guardian only has 2 different attacks. The first is when it's close to the player, it goes into a rage and summons lasers from the top of the arena. The other is when the player is further away, it'll point its hand laser towards them and fire. The main bite of this boss is that it does double damage. That's not good. So Xavier's health was cut in half, but this wouldn't be a problem since the resurrection spot was just outside the boss arena, so it was easy enough to return to the fight. After some more failed attempts, the losing started to get to him. I'm actually mad at myself for this. I shouldn't be doing this badly. How difficult of a fight is the Enraged Guardian?
I would say it's not that hard as long as we remember the fight pattern.
It's actually very easy.
The difficulty is equal to null. Some even say he's not even a boss. People were trying to give him some tips on how to beat the boss without having to think, but he was just too stubborn and continued to try and brute force, causing people's eyes to start bleeding from how poorly it was going.
I'm beating him now. This is personal. This is like, if I can't beat him, I probably just have to quit playing Hollow Knight. Some might say it was Xavier's stubbornness that caused his downfall, but no one expected how quickly he started to spiral. I am Mama's smart boy. I woke up and I said, I'm gonna choke so hard that you guys are gonna think that this is a stream at the same time. With the continued failures, Xavier knew something needed to change. You know what? I could just be good. That's the solution. Here's what we're doing. We're gonna just be good now. We're gonna just be good. We're putting on the headband. We're putting the glasses on. We're getting this done. Easy to dodge if I... I'm looking at the fucking lasers! Ah! Okay, we do it again. We do it again. We do it again. You didn't want to die. You wouldn't shoot me fucking lasers.
Kidding me? Get over here, I want to fucking eat your soul.
What were you thinking while this was happening?
Had a mental goddamn breakdown.
I was like, what the hell is going on?
Did it cause you to pause what you were doing?
Yep, I gotta watch this happen.
I usually must lower my expectations when watching Xavier, but even this time, he was able to amaze me with his lack of abilities. At the start, I thought it was just distraction, but after 25 minutes, I realized he's just incompetent.
Oh, I got bodied by 2 lasers right at the beginning because I'm stupid. Every day, I wake up and my kids look at me and they go, holy shit, my father is an idiot. But me, I know it. I wake up in the morning and
We're not done. We're not done. We're killing this. I am angry. You guys are watching what I can only call
full tilt, Xavier. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, we're doing this again one more time. Okay, more song. Fuck! I don't think we've met, but I don't think you penetrate this hard on the first fucking date. What is this? What is this? What is this? How did you know that Xavier lost it?
He describes around 50 different ways of chopping off the enraged guardian's penis.
His desire of castrating an innocent Crystal Guardian who was literally shooting himself to help Xavier kill him. The poor Guardian just wanted to be killed, but Xavier continued to threaten him into trimming his balls and burning orphanages.
Basically, I'm giving you a vasectomy live on stream. I'm going to make it you can't have children anymore. We're gonna set you down. I'm gonna set you down on a table. We're gonna lay you flat, right? Get you nice and comfortable, right? Nice and comfortable. And I'm gonna just get a pair of scissors and I'm just gonna snip right off the balls. How would you describe the Xavier you saw during the breakdown?
I don't know if it was Xavier. Whatever it was terrifying.
And then, if you ever think of adopting children to teach them your ways, I will eviscerate and burn down the orphanage. I'm gonna burn down all the orphanages in Crystal Caverns just so you can't reproduce. I broke into your house. I'm coming in and I'm saying, give me your milk. But you won't give me your milk. You basically just woke up and you're like, holy shit, there is a strange human being right inside my house. And I'm just like, what ultimately changed for Xavier to end the fight?
Well, he finally tried to stay focused on the Guardian.
He finally decided to listen to chat and use Shadow Drive, which was recommended for Xavier to use since the start. These led to him spamming the ability that, combined with the last two of his neurons, he managed to end the suffering of the poor enraged Guardian.
What happened when the fight was finally over?
Xavier's soul proceeded to leave his body for some time after realizing he actually has skill issues.
He just completely reverted back to normal. It's shocking.
Finally. See, I knew it. What was Xavier's reaction to discovering the shard?
Since he was expecting to get something good from a boss that could be beaten by a child in her mother's womb, he proceeded to have another mental breakdown, after receiving nothing but a slap in the face and a shard from all the suffering.
I do love his I'm so done face at the end.
Are you for real right now? Are you for real? All of this, this was everything. This was holy shit. This was just for a mask piece. This wasn't even for game progress. I thought this was for game progress. I thought I was going somewhere. I didn't realize this was an optional boss. Ah, holy shit. Knowing what you know about the game, how likely is this to happen again?
Well, 80%.
With my Hollow Knight knowledge, and if we consider the average player, I would say that this can happen once in your playthrough with an actual difficult boss. But for an estranged individual like Xavier, it might happen multiple times.
Oh, absolutely. If he doesn't have a sharp improvement, I definitely see this happening 3 other times.
36 deaths later, pride hurt, ego destroyed, Xavier returned to Dirtmouth to end the stream. But this would not be the end of Xavier's adventures in Hollow Knight. No, Xavier still has much to uncover in Hollow Nest, and only time will tell if Xavier will be able to beat the game or if the game will ultimately consume his mind.
If you ever feel like you're bad at something, you're not skilled enough, or you're going through a hard time, just remember Xavier couldn't beat an enemy he killed before that's begging to be killed.